Come here, huh? Come here. Oh, you're a good dog. You're a good dog. Yeah, good dog. Hello, my name is JukeBoxes. That's Dolly. And welcome to the Vinyl Junkie Record Shop on the JukeboxBaugus channel. Here we go. And everybody's wanting to know, why are we doing this channel? And why are we launching it on Valentine's Day, February 14th? Well, we'll get to that part in a moment, but let me get back to the introduction here of why I developed this channel. And that's because I've got a Rowe AMI-Rowe 89 jukebox. I'm proud of it. And I know other people around the United States and the world are proud of theirs. And I would like to be able to get one channel that we can all share our jukeboxes on. And that's where you'll come in. So I need your help on that. And also, I had trouble fixing mine. I usually got to call my son-in-law or good friends or repairman to be able to get that done. And so if you're having the same problem I am, then I'd like to be able to know I can go to one page and locate the help I need to get that done. I'll also be sharing some dedications. My son-in-law got my jukebox set up so I could be able to do Bluetooth, and you can send a request to my jukebox and it'll automatically save in the selection folder of that. And the next time I turn on my jukebox, I've got selections from family and friends around the world that share their music to me, and I like to dedicate it back to them and you as well, so we can get those dedications going. And like I said, repairs. That's going to be the main part of this deal. You know, some things are very easy to fix, just don't quite understand, but once you see how, hey, that's easy, I can do that. And all you repairmen out there that have already shared those YouTube experiences that would like to get it on one channel so you can help the others. Doesn't matter if it's Rowe AMI, Rockola, or Wurlitzer. Even though we specialize in the AMI-Rowe brand, we'll take all brands for the repairman and get those links set up on the repairman. So if you're in Texas or the East Coast or California, wherever you are and you need help, hopefully you can come to our page and get the help that you need. So with all that being said, I'm just winging it here. So let's go ahead and get on with the Vinyl Junkie Record Shop show on the JukeboxBaugus channel. Stay tuned. Here we go. Let me start off by saying on our live events, family and friends, we like to get together, go to a concert. You know how you are. You always got to take video concert and have a piece to remember by. Well, we've put together a few clips of some events that we thought were good, and we want to pass that along to you. And then if we can get some special live events from people that we can make contact with that can maybe do a show on our deal, well, that'd be welcome to that. We got to build the channel to make that happen. And if you like and subscribe, we can make that grow and hopefully see some of those events as we get bigger. In the meantime, let's take a look at some of the live events that we got coming up in the next few weeks. Our first guest on the Vinyl Junkie Record Shop, JukeboxBaugus channel, is going to be a lovely lady by the name of Miss Victoria Beled. And her talent is just amazing. I've known this woman for over 10 years, and I want to hold that back for the rest of my thoughts till March 29th. But in the meantime, sit back and let's hear a sample of how good she is. I just got news from a very good friend of mine, Victoria, that she's released a new record. and I've got to get it on the jukebox. So let's kick this in. Everybody go look up Not Your Typical Love. And it's going to be by Victoria Budd. And let's listen to it now. I won't do it all, but you need to be able to hear it.
Treehouse by my windowsill, flowers grow by the pond.
She's good, y'all. Pick it up. That is just a snippet of what she can do. I'll save the rest for March 29th. But then we went to Turkey, Texas to see the Bob Wills Festival, and you can hear the good old-fashioned aha, along with a great cover band called The Doors here in Fort Worth. And then we went to the Arlington Music Center to see John Conley and Maryland Fresh Pint. Stay tuned for more on the Baugus Jukebox channel. Well, seeing how this is our first episode of the JukeboxBaugus YouTube channel, I guess I'll be the first AMI Junkie to show off their jukebox. It was a 1964 Tropicana AMI-Rowe, and the way I got it was by my father. Now, as you see here, this is my dad, Billy Jack Baugus, a picture of him when he owned the school store. And this is the school store. Now, this is what it looks like today. Back in the day, it did have a sign up on the roof that said school store. And as you can see off to the left, there is the junior high. The old high school is directly in front across the street, but it's no longer there. They moved that over to the other side of town. Now, this is in Andrews, Texas, back in the 1970s. And we didn't have your Fonzarelli type of Happy Day school store. It was just a little shack with 8 picnic tables inside. We had school supplies, sold hamburgers, hot dogs, milkshakes, drinks, candy. And I was the one that did all the sweeping and cleaning and cooking and helping there whenever I could at my young age. Now, if you notice in the back of the school store, there's another house, and that was where we lived growing up and ran the school store. In this picture here, you see me on the left, my father, Billy Jack, on the right, and my business partner, Stan Johnson, sitting down in the middle there. But right behind us, where you see that kind of a blackboard there, is where the jukebox used to be back in the 70s. And we got to talking about that and what happened to it, and none of us could remember if we had sold it or gave it away. The memories are lost over the years. Now we get into the reason why we launched on February 14th. February 14th of 1940, David Dean Wilson, my great uncle, was born on Valentine's Day. And Aunt Phyllis passed away in 2013. They did not have any children, and so he had sold his house in Houston and decided to come and live with me, and we started traveling. And we stopped by and visited my dad whenever all this took place, and when we were talking about the jukebox, this is where Uncle Dean got involved. He wanted to know what kind it was, year, make, model, all that stuff, and if we could find out who had the original box. And, of course, none of us knew. And so he set out on a mission. And for 4 months, he looked around all over the place. And in Phoenix, Arizona, he found a original 1964 Tropicana AMI-Rowe jukebox that looked identical to the one that we had in the school store. He purchased it for $400 and surprised me for my birthday. What a wonderful surprise. We cleaned it up and we got records loaded up into it, started making title strips, and now you get to see what it looks like. Okay, I got my jukebox up and running now. Still need some more work to do on it, but it's come alive. I don't know about you, but I thought it looked pretty good sitting there in my house. And the big square on the right, if you notice, we would change it out for birthdays and anniversaries and holidays, and it just made a great addition to the home. Well, that's how I acquired the jukebox. And I forgot to mention that whenever my dad closed the school store down and made a house into it, that's whenever I went to him and I said that I wanted that jukebox. And he says, "How do you figure?" And I said, "I earned that jukebox, Dad, with all the work that I did here." And he just laughed at me and he said, "Yeah, you're right, son. You can have it." Well, with Uncle Dean's help, we got it up and running, and I've got more to tell on that story, but we'll save that for the next episode of the AMI Junkie. So in the meantime, kick back and let's see what we've got on the dedication side. This is not our typical dedication that we put on the JukeBoxBaugus channel. But there is an exception to the rule, because we launched on February 14th, Uncle Dean's birthday, and he had so much to do with my jukebox. And the fact that we don't have any dedications in to be able to present to you. So I'm asking all of y'all to reach out and put in an email to jukeboxbaugus@gmail.com for your dedication so we can get that aired on our JukeBoxBaugus channel. This is my great uncle, David Dean Wilson, who was born on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 1940, to David Esrin Wilson, and my great-grandmother that you see in the picture here, Trudy Franklin. Now, he was my grandmother's brother. Here you see him with one of his siblings, my Aunt Alta Faye, and the next picture is with Aunt Alta Faye's son, Cecil Pancake, who is around my age. He was drafted to serve in the United States Army with the Defense Atomic Support Agency, responsible for those aspects of nuclear weapons remaining under military control after the Manhattan Project. He reported to the Secretary of Defense through the Joint Chief of Staffs on nuclear testing. With no college degree, he started out as a cook in the bowling alley, where, by some coincidence, met my father, who was working as a pin setter there, to becoming senior financial officer for Halliburton under Dick Cheney, and established offices in Dubai, Cayman Islands, Costa Rica, Nigeria, Algeria, and London, while maintaining that he was nothing but a poor old country boy from Gatesville, Texas. As I mentioned earlier, when Aunt Phyllis passed away, he came to live with me because they had no children. And from that moment, Uncle Dean moved in. We hit the road traveling every chance we got and never stopped laughing. Uncle Dean loved landscaping and completely did my front and backyard. When Robin bought her 1940s house, we chipped in and gutted the house, even the floors, and helped Robin remodel. And this is in his 70s. He was a hard worker. Halliburton had an honor celebration party in his name, and over 250 people from all parts of the world attended, with everyone saying the exact same thing. No matter what the situation was, Mr. Wilson never lost his temper and handled all business till the end with a positive attitude. He loved practical jokes as much as I did, and as you can see, he even got to be the eHarmony guy, Dr. Neil Clark Warren. Throughout our travels, we stayed in tears from all the laughter. And on game night, he loved playing Texas 42 with his favorite bit of ducks for dinner. There are so many stories that I'd like to tell about Uncle Dean, but this dedication is about jukeboxes, and Uncle Dean is the one that got my jukebox back, and we got it up and running, and that's what I'm thankful for on this show. We've got awesome news. I already see a couple dedications here. We will put them out on episode 5. Don't forget to send us a dedication to JukeBoxBaugus@gmail.com.
Hello, my name is Don Stacy, owner and operator of Flipside Entertainment. Let me start off by saying thank you to my friend, Mr. Chad Bogus, for having me on the Bogus Jukebox Vinyl Junkie Record Shop YouTube channel. I do jukebox repairs full-time, specializing in the AMI-Rowe CD machines and the AMI-Rowe 45 RPM machines. The other brands I do service as well. I do service work from the East Coast to the West Coast, internationally as well. I also do custom work. Take a look at the pictures on my personal page, Don Stacy, and on my business page, Flipside Entertainment. Look into the photo albums there for some of my previous work. If you've got an idea, let me know what it is. I can do it for you. I also specialize in repairing the players in the CD jukebox. If your player's acting up, let me know. Give me a call. We'll talk about it. I got a 2 business day turnaround and a 1-year guarantee on all repairs. Again, thank you very much for taking a look at this, and thank you, Chad, for having me here. Y'all have a great night.
And thank you, Mr. Don Stacy with Flipside Entertainment, who was our first repairman here on the Vinyl Junkie Record Shop, JukeBoxBaugus channel. And I want to thank everyone for watching. Now, we need to make this channel grow, and that's going to take people like you to like and subscribe. And I'll post the email up above here so you can see where to send your dedications to if you want to hear a song on the Bogus Jukebox channel. And repairman, desperately needed. I want to be able to hit every state. So all of y'all jukebox repairmen, send in your request. We'd love to have you here on the channel, and we'll add you to our links as well. So that's how when somebody needs help with their jukebox, they'll be able to look at one page, one source, and get the help that they need. I want to thank everybody here again. And this has been a special treat for me, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. Have a tremendous day.